Ahoy, Captain Red Hook! I traded some rare flavor potions with Cupcake Savvy at the fairy convention last week, and I got this chocolate frosting recipe. It's quite the hit, with more views than stars in the night sky. Almost 6 million. Aye, Willifrida, my flavor fairy friend, and I have this huge jar of peanut butter. Let's use them to make our spicy Reese's peanut butter cake. Smashing idea, my loony friend. Fear not, dear Captain. I shall embark on a daring quest to secure this elusive candy. Decorations and all. Many peanut butter cups and Reese's sticks await my discovery. I'll set the oven ablaze. And we'll get to making these peanut butter cake layers. We're doing the creaming method. But first, spray 3 pans with baking spray with flour and line them with parchment paper. Now, sift together all your dry ingredients. That's 3 cups of cake flour, 3 teaspoons of baking powder, 1.5 teaspoons of baking soda, 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, and a teaspoon of allspice. Sifting, make sure you don't get flour lumps in your batter. See? Right there. Then your wet ingredients. To 3/4 cup of milk, add 3/4 cup of oil, sour cream, and vanilla extract. Or an overflowing teaspoon like right there. Preheat the oven. Yes, ma'am. Remember this time, we set it ablaze to 350 degrees. In your stand mixer, cream together 1.5 cups of creamy peanut butter and 1.5 cups of sugar. Scrape the bowl often to make sure you get all that sticky peanut butter mixed in. Add in 3 eggs, one at a time, and scrape down the bowl after each addition. How you doing down there, Captain? I found the peanut butter cups. Now I'm off to get the sticks. Good job there. Now, the batter is a little stiff, so loosen it up by pouring in about 1 cup of the liquid. Then alternate in the rest in thirds. 1/3 dry, then 1/3 wet, 1/3 dry, then 1/3 wet. Scrape down the bowl one last time, just to make sure there's no peanut butter stuck to the bottom. And pour them into your pans evenly. We weigh them just to make sure the layers come out exactly even. And those are cake strips around the bottoms. It's just strips of fabric soaked in cold water, and you put them around the bottom. It changes the baking process, so you get flat tops every time. You don't have to mess with slicing off a dome or anything. And bake for 30 to 35 minutes or until a toothpick comes out clean. Captain, I've returned from my expedition. I've secured the peanut butter cups and Reese's sticks just in time. Airdropping them now. Watch out. Let them rest in the pans for 5 minutes and you'll see the edges pull away from the sides. Blast it, we're missing the Reese's pieces to complete our masterpiece. Why don't I go get them while you make this splendid chocolate icing. Cream 2¼ cups of unsalted butter until it's nice and fluffy, about 10 minutes. And scrape down the bowl a lot because butter likes to hide on the bottom too. We want it fully fluffed together. See how it looks compared to a stick fresh out of the refrigerator? Now, add in 1 can of sweetened condensed milk. I know it's weird, but it works. If your milk's separated in the can, mix it around for a few moments before adding it in. There should be no lumps. And there you go. Just like magic, it comes together into buttercream. And it's not super sweet or grainy. Add in 1/2 cup of your favorite chocolate, melted and cooled to under 90 degrees. And that's it. The best, Willifrida. I found peanut butter M&Ms instead of the Reese's Pieces. Land ho! Oops. Miss me. Huzzah, Captain. Your pirate prowess knows no bound. Let's finish this cake in style. Spread a thin layer of your frosting and pipe a dam around the edge. Then fill your pool with a layer of water ganache. That's just 170 grams of chopped up chocolate melted with a quarter cup of water. A few 30-second zaps in the microwave makes that magic happen. And repeat with your second layer. Notice how nice and flat our cake layers are. Makes it easier to stack. Put your last layer on top, and Big Val is piping it around the edge. It's easier to get an even layer of frosting that way. Then, with a bench scraper, we use long sweep to get that super flat, smooth side. For the last few swipes, heat up the scraper under hot water, dry it off, and it really smooths it out. Beautiful. Chill the cake for 15 minutes in the freezer while you make another batch of ganache. This is a nice thick drip, and the chilled cake will stop the drip from going all the way to the plate. We use a soup spoon to put a fancy twirl on the top. It's a lot easier than trying to get it perfectly smooth. The final touch for our Reese's cake. Place the candies where you best see fit. A triumph of flavors and teamwork. Our Reese's cake is ready to enchant taste buds far and wide. Aye, a culinary treasure worth celebrating. Here's to quests, discoveries, and the sweet taste of victory. Leave a comment. We love to read your comments. It makes our day.